For over a century, skeptics have dismissed the Bible as mythology. They've called it legend, folklore, religious fiction invented by ancient priests. They've claimed cities never existed, kings were made up, events were exaggerated. But then something inconvenient happened. Archaeologists started digging, and one by one, the skeptics started going silent. Because the evidence buried in the ground doesn't care about your theology. It doesn't care about your opinions. It just tells the truth. And the truth is this: every major archaeological discovery in the last 150 years has confirmed the Bible, not contradicted it. Today, we're looking at 10 of the most shocking biblical archaeological discoveries ever found. Discoveries so significant, so undeniable, that even secular scholars have had to admit the Bible was right. Discovery number 1, the Dead Sea Scrolls, 1947. A Bedouin shepherd throws a rock into a cave near Qumran, hears pottery breaking, and discovers the greatest archaeological find of the 20th century. Inside those caves were over 900 manuscripts, including complete or partial copies of every Old Testament book except Esther. And here's why this matters. These scrolls were dated to between 250 BC and 100 AD. Before this discovery, the oldest Hebrew manuscript we had was from 900 AD. Skeptics had always claimed that the Bible had been changed, edited, corrupted over centuries. The Dead Sea Scrolls obliterated that argument. When scholars compared the scrolls to modern Bibles, they found 95% word-for-word accuracy. The differences? Spelling variations. The Bible we hold today is the same Bible from 2,000 years ago. It hasn't been corrupted. It hasn't been changed. The evidence is literally sitting in the Israel Museum. Discovery number 2, the Pilate Stone, 1961. Italian archaeologists excavating a Roman theatre in Caesarea Maritima found a limestone block with an inscription. Pontius Pilate, prefect of Judea. For years, skeptics questioned whether Pilate even existed, calling him a Christian invention. This single stone silenced them. Pilate was real. He governed Judea. He was exactly where the Gospels said he was, exactly when they said he was there. This isn't legend. This is history confirmed by stone. Discovery number 3, the Tel Dan Inscription, 1993. A stone fragment discovered in northern Israel containing the phrase, House of David and King of Israel. This was the first archaeological evidence of King David outside the Bible. Skeptics had long claimed David was a mythical figure, a legend created to give Israel a heroic origin story. The Tel Dan inscription destroyed that claim. David was real. His dynasty was real. And once again, the Bible was vindicated. Discovery number 4, the Caiaphas Ossuary, 1990. Construction workers in Jerusalem accidentally uncovered a burial cave containing 12 ossuaries, bone boxes used for Jewish burials. One of them had an inscription, Joseph, son of Caiaphas. This is the high priest who interrogated Jesus, the man who handed Jesus over to Pilate, the man who presided over the Sanhedrin that condemned Jesus to death. His bones were found exactly where you'd expect them to be, in a first-century burial site in Jerusalem. The Gospels didn't invent Caiaphas. He existed. And we have his burial box. Discovery number 5, the Pool of Siloam, 2004. For centuries, scholars debated whether John chapter 9 was historical or symbolic. Jesus heals a blind man and tells him to wash in the pool of Siloam. But where was this pool? In 2004, workers repairing a water pipe in Jerusalem uncovered stone steps leading to a massive ritual bath. Archaeologists identified it as the Pool of Siloam from the 1st century. The exact pool Jesus referenced. The exact location. John wasn't writing theology disguised as history. He was writing history. Discovery number 6, Hezekiah's Tunnel. This 800-foot tunnel was carved through solid rock to bring water into Jerusalem during the Assyrian siege in 701 BC. 2 Kings chapter 20, verse 20, describes Hezekiah making this tunnel, and it's still there. You can walk through it today. The engineering, the timeline, the purpose, all match the biblical account perfectly. This isn't a religious artifact. This is a functional water system that saved a city, exactly as the Bible said. Discovery number 7, the Moabite Stone. 1868. A 3-foot-tall stone slab discovered in Jordan, inscribed by King Mesha of Moab around 840 BC. It mentions Omri, king of Israel, and describes conflicts that align perfectly with 2 Kings chapter 3. Here's what's fascinating. This is an enemy of Israel confirming Israel's existence, its kings, and its military campaigns. Independent corroboration from a hostile source. That's the gold standard of historical verification. Discovery number 8, the Cyrus cylinder. 1879. A clay cylinder inscribed by Cyrus the Great of Persia in 539 BC. It describes his policy of allowing conquered peoples to return to their homelands and rebuild their temples. This directly confirms Isaiah chapter 44 and 45, where Isaiah prophesies that a king named Cyrus will decree the rebuilding of Jerusalem and the temple. Isaiah wrote this 150 years before Cyrus was even born, and the archaeological evidence proves it happened exactly as prophesied. Discovery number 9, the Ketef Hinnom Scrolls. 1979. 2 tiny silver scrolls discovered in a burial cave near Jerusalem, dated to 600 BC. Inscribed on them? The priestly blessing from Numbers chapter 6, "The Lord bless you and keep you." These are the oldest biblical texts ever discovered, 400 years older than the Dead Sea Scrolls, and the text is identical to what we have in our Bibles today. Once again, the Bible hasn't changed. Discovery number 10, Sodom and Gomorrah. Genesis 19 describes 2 cities destroyed by fire and brimstone from heaven. Skeptics have mocked this story for centuries. But recent excavations at Tal El Hammam in Jordan have uncovered evidence of a massive thermal event around 1650 BC. Destruction layers, melted pottery, and sulfur balls consistent with a high-temperature explosion. The site matches the biblical description, near the Dead Sea, at the right time period, with evidence of sudden, catastrophic destruction. The cities were real. The destruction was real. So here's the question. At what point do we stop calling this coincidence? At what point do we admit that the Bible is recording real history? Skeptics used to say archaeology would disprove the Bible. The opposite has happened. Every shovel in the dirt confirms it. Cities that supposedly never existed, found. Kings that were supposedly mythical, proven real. Events that were supposedly legends, archaeologically verified. Here's the reality. The Bible is the most archaeologically supported ancient text in existence. No other religious book comes close. Not the Quran, not the Book of Mormon, not the Hindu Vedas. The Bible stands alone in its historical verification. And that should tell you something. This isn't just a religious text. It's a historical document. And if it's accurate about the history, maybe, just maybe, it's also accurate about the theology. If this video opened your eyes to the evidence, hit the like button. Subscribe to Biblical Chronicles for more content that bridges faith and facts. And leave a comment. Which discovery shocked you most? Or do you still have questions? Let's talk. Because the evidence is out there, and it's speaking loud and clear.